ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं तस्मस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिहुतं भावातीतं गगनसदृशं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ॐ गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरुपदं मंत्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय, स्वामी जी महाराज की जय। शुभम। Today we are taking the first stanza of chapter 12 Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In this first stanza, from 1 to 12, the Arjun is asking about who is the best Sagun Sadhana or Nirguna Sadhana. And 13 to 20, the significance, the symptoms of enlightened person, supreme knowing person. Arjun uvacha evam satat yuktam ye bhaktastvam payupasate che chapyakshara vyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamaha। ये एवं सतत युक्ता ये भक्तास्त्वां पर्युपासते ये च अपि अक्षरम अव्यक्तम तेषां के योग उत्तमा। Then after hearing of verdict of his Sadguru, Arjun asked, my Manamohana, ye means those, Bhaktya means seekers and devotee, Evam means already described in the previous stanza of chapter 11. Satata Yukta, it means continuously, regularly meditate. Tvam, it means you. Sadguru, for Satchidanand Paramatma, Cha it means and, Ye means other, Aksharam yani undestroyable, undecayable Satchidananda. Avyaktam it means non-shaped, no can be appear, not can appear. Brahma. Api it means only, Paryupasate it means worships and doing the meditation practices. And the great love and devotion with these practices. Tesham, among of them, ke yoga vittama, who is the best? My Manmohana, my master, tell me who is the best among of them. Those which is you already described in the previous chapter. One is who is worshipping the God in the shape of Sadguru and other, and another is worshipping the God in the invisible form, Nirguna Rupa, Nirguna Brahma Satchidananda. My dear friends, the Arjun is asking and asking and asking, because this is the play of Master Sadguru Satchidanand Paramatma Krishna. He wants to give this supreme knowledge to all mankind for many, many thousand years. So the Gita is came and Arjun was only cause. But this is a message of Gita also. A person who is living in the mind, a person who is living in the intellect, a person who is living in the Antahakarana, then he cannot satisfy with the questions, with the words. Because the questions and the words comes again and again from the mind, from the Antakarana. Questions coming and coming. The questions will not stop. When the questions will not stop, the thoughts will not stop. The gathering of the thoughts unnecessarily, the gathering of unnecessary informations, the gathering of dirt and dust of the thoughts, they will be not stopped. So, if a person living in the karta, a person is living in the doing, his mind also become a doer. You are stop your physical activity, you sit down and meditate, and you are sit down in the front of the master. But your body is stable, but your mind is unstable. He want to create newly questions to ask the masters. That's why I am also facing this difficulty. My some of disciples, they are ask unnecessary questions abroad, not India also, from abroad. There is no meaning of the questions, in no relationship with their spiritual practices, but they are asking because the mind is not stable. The mind won't ask anything every time. I say again and again, this all world is Maya. All activity can be dissolved when you will die. This all world like a dream. A person awoke, the dreams go away. So, the mind is also will die, and the thoughts also will die. Because the thoughts is function of the mind. As you see, a dead rat, sometimes in the hall or in room, the smelling comes. When you pick up the dead rat and throw it away out of your house, then your house will free that is smelling. So your mind, your intellect, your mood, your ego, they are the automatically functioning instruments. Because you see in the Facebook, when you put a cursor on a video in the recently, the video automatically moving. So when your attention comes to the mind, the thoughts automatically coming and going. So some person is sensitive, some person is less sensitive, or some person is super sensitive. The mind can do anything. The mind can push you in the depression also. The mind can push you in the anger also. The mind can push you in the karma also. The mind can push you in the fighting also. The mind can push you the unnecessary negative activities also. So the Arjuna is asking the question. It is not coming from Arjuna. It is coming from Arjuna's ignorance of mind. Because Arjuna's mind is not peaceful like enlightened person. He is asking that who is the best? in two persons. One, they are worshipping or meditate on the alive things, on the shape, on the God. That is that idols worship is now a modification or the misunderstanding of the right worship of Sagun Sadhana. Actually, the Sagun Sadhana is the worship of the Master. The Sagun Sadhana, if you are worship the mothers in the Navratri, that was the Sagun Sadhana at that ancient time, that the worship of the women in home, as a mother, as a sister, as a brother's wife, or as your wife and your even your female child. That was the tradition many thousand years before. But some deficiency is come in the religion, and there start the idols worshipping. But this stanza is not telling you, or Arjun is not asking about idol worshipping. Sagun Sadhana, the worship of the shape and size able person, that is the Master Sadguru. I think Arjun is asking the worship of Master Sadguru and the worship in the guidance of the Master Sadguru, that is your internal existence, your Atma. Arjun is telling this sense of Saguna and Nirguna, he is asking who is the best. And Arjun is telling Satata Yoga Yukta. Satata Yoga Yukta, it means the continuity never broke. Because in the spiritual practices, the continuity has its importance. If your continuity is to break, then what happens? Then your progress will become more longer, taking more longer time. My dear friend, it is the principle of the medical science. If the doctor provide you the antibiotic for 5 days, and you take that antibiotic for only 2 days or 3 days, not complete the course, then what will be happen? The resistance power of that bacteria will be developed against that drug, and then that drug will not affect on you. So, if you discontinue in your sadhana, then what happened? Your mind create a anti power. As the drug, the bacteria develop the immunity, at the spiritually, that discontinuity give your mind and intellect and mood and chitta, that antakarna, give them the powerfulness. They can easily break your continuity of spiritual practices. They know that how we break that your continuity in the spiritual practices. So what will be happen? Your mind creates some illusions to break your continuity. Your mind creates some doubts to break your continuity. To mind create some boredom to break your continuity. Mind creates some misunderstanding to break your continuity. Then what has happened? Then your fast progress stop, and maybe you can take U-turn. My dear friends, it is very, very careful precautions for every seeker of the world. When you got more practices, more better, the Maya push you with the more force into the illusions. And the Maya create something for doing unnecessary, and he involved with you. He involved you with that doing. Maybe possible that Maya will create any unpleasant condition in your family, or Maya can create the doubts against your master, and Maya can create something wrong, irrespectable with your master. Then what will be happen? Your continuity will be break. And when you do not continue the meditation, what will happen? The immunity develop in your brain. Your man got a very nice, powerful weapon against you. That is this continuity. So the Satat Yoga Yuktanam, it means the continually meditation. Never break the meditation. Try to, from awake to sleep, bedtime, continuously the Sakshi meditation in every action, in every time, in every point of the time. So that is the Satata Yoga Yukta. Bhaktas Tumam Paryupasate. So that is called, who is the Bhakta? Which is doing this type of practice, continuously meditate on the giving master's tactics or technique. It is very important. You must be meditate as master suggested you. You must take medicine as doctor suggests you. You must read that book as teacher suggests you. So, this is called Satat Yoga Yuktanam Bhakta Stvam. It means you. And who are you? You are described in two types. One is you telling that Sadguru is the supreme thing. Second, another is you telling that the Nirguna Brahma which is living in you in the phase of your Atma, in the form of your Atma, in the form of your existence. These two things, Saguna and Nirguna. Arjuna asking, which is good, which is great? My dear friend, if you can awake, that's very good. But if you cannot awake, not too worried. If you cannot awake, as you are doing any stage of meditation, that is very good for you. That can make a reform inside of you. That can make a purification inside of you. So, the instruction of the master, when in the instruction of the master you are doing the spiritual practice and you are ready to see the internal existence which is no shape, no size, no can destroy your Atma, that is called a Nirakara. That is called Akshara Brahma. That is called completely peaceful condition. That is called the supreme enlightenment. Arjuna is asking, which is the best one of both these things? And the Sadguru. And Sadguru is Saguna. Sadguru is appearing personality which is equal to the existence. And second is my Atma living in me, and I do not know them, but I know Sadguru. So what is important? How a jiva who is not knowing the God inside, he is only believe on the master. He is going in the instruction of the master. And after it, some person is that they are knower of the God. They are knower of the God. They are reaching in that condition because they are knowing the soul, internal existence. Internal existence is God. So which is good of them? But there is one thing remarkable. If you are not knowing the God, and even you are not living in the instruction of the master, then what will be happen? Then happen you see in this society. They are making sound by the loudspeakers in the name of religions. They are uncontrolled, they are making the newer god and goddesses. Newer god and goddesses. Even I see in India, in the roadside, even I see in Indore, in the footpath, they are putting a stone covered by the red color like sindura, and they are making their small temples, and person is coming there. So this type of uncontrolled activities in the name of spirituality will become if you have no master's instructions, if you have no enlightenment, if you are not knowing the truth. Then what will be happen? Then the undirectioned, then the uncontrolled, then the untruthful, the spiritual, the practices in the name of religion, name of spirituality, they will be covered the truth. And after some time, after 100 years, 200 years, 1000 years, 2000 years, the truth will be hidden, and all society will go on the wrong path. So, the time to time, Master comes to break, to destroy your wrong faith, your wrong activities, your wrong practices, your wrong norms, and give you the right knowledge of liberation. My dear friend, that was the question of Arjuna to the Krishna, his Sadguru. I want to say that I will deliver these speeches on Geeta, and I will not care that who is listening or not listening, and I will be not come in the attachment who is going to progress and not going progress, and I will be never care who is telling about me, what is telling about me, because this is not my duty. My duty only saying the truth. Accept or not accept, it is the will of the seekers. Thank you very, very much, my dear. Thank you very, very much.